Hello everyone, greeting to all. Today we are developing another fine project named as Note app. This is our second app as it was given by PEP Coding as an assignment to develop two projects and embed it in the virtual operating system which was developed by the PEP Coding in the playlist. Okay, so I am developing this project in Fine and what this project will do. Actually, this project is very similar to the real Note app which we use in our mobile phones or in computers, like Sticky Notes app, or in mobile phones, it's a Notes app. Like if we click on plus symbol, it will create a new note. Okay, and whatever we written here in the first line is the title of this. Suppose the title will become welcome. Okay, we can write anything here and it will be saved automatically. Okay, if we again do plus, then it will go down and a new note app is opened here, and whatever we write here is used as a title here. Okay, and if we do minus, then the latest latest note in the list will be deleted. And one more thing, there is a partition, like this is my 33% partition, and the rest you can say 66 33.3% and 66.6 percentage partition. Okay, I divided the window. It can be slidable, means we can adjust it according to the length of the title. If it is not visible, then we can move it left or right. Okay, I told you we can add notes, we can delete notes. Okay, the latest node. Okay, and also here it is written we can also create a new node using the control N button. I write a function which will take the shortcut key of Windows. If it is supported in that window, then it will take that shortcut key of control N, and instead of writing plus symbol, we just press control N and it will create a new node for us. Okay, these are some of the features. One most important feature of this app is suppose we run this app by using go run main.go, and we created 2 or 3 nodes. Okay, and next time we run this app, then these 2 or 3 nodes is saved. Okay, this is the important feature of this app. Means in future when we again open this app and we shut down it or again open this app, then this thing is saved or we can use it later, because that is the use of this nodes. Because the node app is not usable until or unless it is not storing the nodes. Okay, so these are some of the features and we will implement it one by one. This app looks very smaller, but while implementing it will become very large to implement this app. Let's see how to perform. First of all, let's move to the desktop and create a new file. Let's name it as Note app. Now open this app in the VS Code, and as we all know, we have developed several projects. Like in the playlist, we developed a calculator app, and similarly we developed a gallery app and many more apps. And our first task is to create a file. Okay, so first we will do create a file main.go. Okay, done. Then after that, we run several commands like go mod init any name my app. this will create go.mod file. After that we install the find version 2. Go get find.io /find/version 2. Okay, now start writing the code. Package main, then we have to leave some space for import statement. Then as I told you, there are several sections of this project. Like there is a add node section, delete remove node section, there's a node list section, node writing area sections. Okay, and in this we write entries here, okay, and list here. So these are some of the areas or UI, we can say. There are several user interface, and this will include note, okay, note list, and in the note list there is a widget known as entry. We will develop a widget entry where we write our note, and if there are 2 or 3 nodes, then we will show these nodes on the left side of the area, and we call it as widget.list. It is available in Find documentation. And every UI has some operations related to it. Like in note, what we can do, we can like add note. Okay, we can add note, we can remove notes, we can set the title of the note, we can build list. Okay, this is inside this node list. Similarly, we can while removing, we will remove the current latest node. Similarly, there are several functions. There are some more functions we will develop, like load the user interface. Suppose as the list comes, suppose initially there is no note list, then that UI is not loaded. In future, if we created 2 or 3 lists, then we have to load that UI. So this load UI will work dynamically. Whenever we need it will show. Okay, similarly widget list and widget entry, so we will develop this in later. Similarly, we have to make one more function, like to perform this function, like control plus n will create a new node. So we will create register that key control plus n by using writing a function. Then whenever the app started and there is no node, then there is some placeholder text which will show us welcome message. There are so many things to perform. Let's start performing with the UI. Okay, let's move. We will come back to this slide later if we need it, what we have to do next. So first of all, I will create a structure UI type, and I will write current note and notes of note list type. Then I will write some content. Okay, just forget about the error. It will be automatically adjust later while we write the body of each things. Content widget dot entry type, and list is I am taking it as pointer type because it will perform dynamically, as we understood in the virtual OS section, that there we created a dynamic panel which will updating automatically. So I created a UI. Okay, After that, let's write a function which take an argument u of type user interface, and it will perform add note. Okay, and let's write new note variable and assign it note dot add. Okay, we are creating a new node. Okay, then using this argument set this node. Just forget about the errors, it will be resolved later. And in set node we pass this new node. Okay, now write another function because this is popping me an error. What is this node? Okay, and what this is nodes dot add. Yes, nodes, because we take this type structure variable. Okay, and now it is popping me an error. What is set node? So just write function set node. Again it will take an argument of structure type, and inside it I will write add node, and inside the body of the function we will inside the add node what we will do, we have to perform what the add node will do. Okay, so let's see the because it will update the content. So just write user interface dot content unbind if our node is equals to null, means there is nothing in node, then user dot content dot set text. If there is no node created, it means the app has not created any node. Then we have to show the placeholder text, which I told you, placeholder content user u dot placeholder content. I will later define, but we should show a welcome message here. So u dot content, if n is equals to nil, then u dot content show set text u dot placeholder, yeah it's holder, placeholder, and return. Just call that placeholder function and return. Fine, but if it is not nil, then it will show the current node. It will show the current node, and if it is if it has more content, then bind all the content. Okay, and give it as a list, and again refresh that list, check whether more content came or not. That's all. This is our add node function. Okay, sorry, set node function. First of all we created a add node, then we created set node. Sorry, I write it, this is set node. Okay, now the error is gone. Now it is undeclared n, so because n is okay, we will take the count of number of nodes later, then this error will be gone. This will take count of how many nodes are created. Okay, now we will create build list. Again it will take an argument of structure type, and the name of the function is build list. and it will create a list. Okay, so widget dot list, dynamically we create a list, widget dot list, and what it will perform, create a variable name as L, and inside it widget dot new and new list. Okay, and what it will perform, it will perform a function, a callback function. Okay, it will perform a callback function and return a value of type int, and return length of, this function is giving me the length of how many nodes are there in the list dot nodes. Okay, inside nodes and nodes, and how many nodes are there. Okay, also if it will return, then just print it on the canvas. So find canvas object and return widget dot new label, and name this whatever the title. We will create it dynamically. Whatever be written inside the node in the first line is treated as title. Okay, just make this like this and this. Okay, then again we write a function, this is okay, yeah, of type id, widget and list item id object. This is object canvas object. Okay, inside it we create some variables like L dot widget label, widget dot label, and n for number of nodes, u dot nodes, and save it with IDs, because we will take care of the orders, and then bind it with the title. That's done. Okay, what we can do is, if the list is selected, we have to again do a callback function, id widget listen item id. Okay, and inside that function what we will do, if the list is selected, okay, then we will perform this function, and this will function will again take care of how many nodes are there. So we can extract it like this, with id and u dot set node. We have already written this above. Okay, we have already written the set node. Then the function will over and return everything is done smoothly. Then it will return 1. Okay, no, sorry, L. Okay, now we have seen here we have created a add node and set node and build list, but we have to remove also. Okay, we have to remove the list, the latest list. So just write the function for this function. Again it will take, it will of struct type, take an argument of struct type and name it remove current node, and from u dot nodes remove u dot current. Okay, this is inbuilt functionality given in find. If length, oh, there is no such type of brackets. If length is u dot nodes is greater than 0, we have to perform this only if it is greater than 0. So u dot set node u dot nodes of 0. This is our latest current node. Else we will do u dot set node nil, there is no node, and we will refresh it, refresh the list, that updated list, and this remove node function is over. I hope up to that point is clear. We created a remove node function, we created a build list function, we created a set node function, and we created a add node function, and this is our user interface. Okay, which is declared via structure. Okay, now what else we can do? As I told you, in this app all the sections are dynamically performing. Suppose if the list is not present, there is no any list is created by the user, then this section is empty. So the user interfaces is loading dynamically, so we have to create a function to load the UI, which will dynamically handle which section to display or which section we should not display. Okay, let's write that function. Again it will take an argument of user interface type, structure type, and I call it as load user interface. Okay, and then it's a user interface of canvas object. Okay, and inside it we write content widget, widget dot new multi-line entry. Okay, if it is visible, and then u dot content dot set text, whatever be the whatever in the first line, place holder content dot placeholder, or u dot placeholder content. As we above we write placeholder content. Yeah, this is written in the above definition, right? And then we will display the list. U dot list is equals to u dot build list. We have developed this function also, and if this will be performed if length of u dot nodes is greater than 0. Okay, so u dot set node u dot nodes of the current. Okay, Okay, u dot set node, right. Then select the first node from the above. So u dot list dot select the latest node. Okay, also you remember that there is a bar in between, okay, which is separating the text area and the list area. So let's create it. Widget dot new toolbar and widget dot new toolbar action. For this we have to create a theme, and I created that theme earlier, so I am just bringing that theme into my project. Just create a new file, theme.go, the color combination, and which will give us the feel of the Note app. Okay, let's continue where we left. New toolbar action. After that we are creating this bar to partition the app. From one side there is a list, one side there is a written text, and for this we write theme dot content add icon, it's a function, and again it will take a callback function. Okay, and inside the body of this function, what I will do, I will write u dot add note. Okay, done. This is our load UI function. तो अब हमारा कोड ये main.go का अप्रॉक्स कंप्लीट हो चुका है. इसमें हमने यहाँ पे अडेप्टिव स्प्लिट रिटर्न करा है, और इसके लिए हमें एक अडेप्टिव स्प्लिट डॉट गो फाइल की ज़रूरत होगी. ओके, लेट्स सी व्हाट अदर थिंग वी डू. We copied a function named register keys from the net that it should take the shortcut key from the desktop, or take the inputs from the desktop and create the nodes accordingly. Okay, so this is that function, and I told you earlier that if there is no any nodes created, then there is a placeholder which will pop out the welcome message. So this is our welcome message, welcome, then tap plus in the toolbar to add node. This is just showing how to use that app. Okay, approx all the things are over now. All the function part and structure part is over. Now combine all these things in the main function. So at last write the main function. As you know, first of all we create an application by using app.new. I'm creating it with ID because there are several Go files and windows. Let's name it Notes app. Settings set theme. I told you I copied a theme.go file which will take the color combination of our app. I will share this code in the description. Set theme, and the theme I created, that is my theme. Then create a window, a dot new window, and the name of the app, Notes app. after that list all the list which is created nodes node list. I think node list according to their preferences. According to their preferences. Okay, now that's over. Now one thing we have to do is load the list dot load. And node UI will be like this. Earlier we have created, make an reference to it and pass list to it of type, pass nodes to it of type list, then set the content. Set the content to show nodes UI and load UI, nodes UI and load UI, and nodes UI dot registered keys W, and resize the window by using the resize function. Call the find new size function, and I am giving a size of 400 by 320 and show result. Show and run. Okay, now our function is over, but one thing we have to take care is, I told you, if we create the nodes and next time we create the nodes, then then that node must be saved. Okay, let's see how we can perform this function. Let's save this file. For this we will create another file, nodes.go. I performed this node.go functionality. What it will do, it will take the count of how many nodes are created, and I will bind that using this structure. Similarly, we have to give the title or for preference, which we use in main.go file. According to the preferences, the nodes will be visible. How to add node or append a node. Suppose the node is already created and we have to extend its content, then for this we write this code, and to remove this, if it was already created, is this function. Then to load the left pen is this function, and loop through the nodes that was already created from last to first. And for saving there is a function, and similarly for saving and for getting the data and for setting the content, these are the functions which will work our save functionality. Okay, after doing all this, we have in total 5 main.go file, which is mainly that main.go file which is all taking care of all the UIs, all the functionalities, and for giving the additional functionality we have created node.go, like to save to give the save functionality if the app is again opened and run in future. After that there is a theme.go file which will take me the color combination of that theme, and there is a bundle and adaptive slip which will give me the bar separation in the app, like there is a 33% offset in the bar. It is directly available on the internet. It's a binary file and directly available on the internet, and splits.go, which is creating the offset as I told you earlier. Okay, now everything is written, and I think there is no any error. Now run the app. Go run main.go. After this node.go to run the same save functionality, then theme.go to give it extra colors, then our some libraries adaptive.go and bundle.go. Just run it. So this is the app. It is going me a placeholder as there is no any notes created, and tap plus in the toolbar to add a note. Okay, let's make it little bigger. You see, we have to make it bigger. So what we can do is we can increase its size from here. This is width, I think this is also 400. Now run the code. Its length got increased, but breadth remains the same, so I need more width, like 500. Now I think it will work. Okay, now it's showing perfectly. So just tap on this and you will see whatever I write here. As I write first note, you will see as I am writing in the first line, it will be treated as title. Okay, and this is my first note. This is my first note. Okay, okay. Now make another note. It's united. I am writing it second note, and inside it I will write in the entry multi-line entry box, this is my second note. Okay, everything is cleared till here. If you want to delete the second note, just click on this minus button. If you want to delete this first note, just again clear this minus. Again, if you want to get this note, then plus, then again plus. So this minus and plus can also be used to retrieve the deleted notes. Okay, and if we cut this and again run this app, we will get the same message. It is not removed from the memory, it is still saved, which is written in the node.go functionality. Okay, function. Right. Now after embedding it with the with our virtual OS, let's see how it looked like. Just open the operating system, tap OS final, inside it write, open it in the VS Code, all the things are like name server.go is here, and similarly the notes.go is here. Okay, so let's run it in the terminal. In the main.go file, I added two more buttons, button 6 and button 5 for notes app and name server app. Just I am writing go run main.go, and first calculator we have calc.go, then gallery.go, then text editor.go, then what else is left, weather.go, then notes.go, name server.go, notes.go, adaptive split.go, again notes.go, and theme.go. Is anything left? Adaptive bundle is bundle.go. Okay, I think all the things is over now. Just run it. Show weather app, it's giving me an error, undefined show weather app, and where is show weather, show notes and show name server. Okay, let's see. Inside main.go, show name server, something is missing, that's why it's popping me an error, like we have called the weather.go, No, we did not call the weather.go, that's why it's giving me an error. Weather.go. Instead of it, I call wallpaper.go, so just delete it. Okay, and for the notes app, we need note.go, adaptive.go, notes.go, theme.go, and bundle.go. Let's run it. It's again showing me an error that notes.go command line undefined show weather app. Why it's giving me an error in weather app? Weather.go show weather app. Okay, and inside main.go we are calling show weather app in the first. Okay, then why it is giving me an error? mm, okay, again just copy and write weather.go here. It's weather.go. Okay, weather.go, and everything is written. Now just run this. Okay, now our virtual OS is open. We can check the weather. It is showing me country India, wind speed and temperature of that place. We can open the text editor. Okay, so it is doing the same functionality, and we can write text here, hello, and we can save that file, save text file, and by using these functionalities, and again I embedded two apps like notes app, so it is giving me the theme color like my theme add note and second note, which I created earlier. Okay, so these are some of the things. This is bar which will take care of offset if we cut it, and this is name set, it is also using that theme. Okay, so if we write the domain google.com here and look up for that, it will pop up the message ns.google.com. Okay, okay, thank you guys. Hope you find it worth this project, and it is very much beneficial for this virtual OS. And now in total we have 6 apps in our virtual OS. Thank you so much.